This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? All right, so we got Azure late on tap. They had a update last night, so they've got a few new things added to the event. Now we've still got the current Hours of Light and Dark rerun event, but they've added a few items to entice the actual. They added this colorful ceremony. Now this allows you to get a limited outfit for Cavalla. Cavalla is a USS submarine. She was in the Ashton Simulator Current event that happened last, I think it was July or August of last year. So you might not have her. I don't particularly have her. I got involved with the game shortly after that. I'm serious. That was the event that right after that event was over was when I finally started focusing on the game. So I don't have her at this time. There was some other ships in there. Birmingham was in there. Baton was in there. There's a few other ships that were in there. So I don't have her, but I'm going to get the outfit. So you can get the outfit, and then whenever you get the ship, then you'll be able to equip the outfit. So that's in there as well. Another thing they added is the coloring book. If you look, this is very important because this coloring book will allow you to, if you complete all the pages, you'll be able to get Little Illustrious, a limited character. So this is not a character that you can build. You can only get this through the event. So you definitely want to make sure you complete that. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of colors collected up. Now, as usual, you get the colors and the mission events as you use oil. So I've already spent 4,505 oil so far, just today, actually, when the event started, because I've been running the Iris and Art event stage to earn back up my items, so I can get. I went ahead and purchased a Triumphant from out of the shop. That was 8,000, and I purchased a bunch of 19 of the general blueprints, so I could use those towards Monarch. Monarch's almost finished. She's almost there. I need about like just maybe another 15 or 16 blueprints, I think, and I'll be able to. She'll be done. She'll be fully maxed out and ready to go. So I'm currently using her in my max team that I'm using in my second fleet that's for max level. So, but that'll be my first completion of my priority ship. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ships that you can get here in this Iris event. I've got several of them. So the first one, now these are Iris. Understand these are Ibris Libre and Vichy Dominion ships, are what you're looking for. These are all the French ships. The Vichy Domain was the when Germany defeated France and took over their ships. It was the Vichy Dominion that was took over ruling France, that was working to try to run so that France would have a government while the Germans were in power. And then the Iris Libre was what formed after that, in direct defiance of the Vichy Dominion, and you'll get that as you go through the event. So what we've got here is we've got Jean Bart. She's a pretty good ship. She's got a very interesting kit. Manual aiming. You get a damage bonus to 40%. Okay. So that's very good. So if you want to manually play her, you can do that. And then it's got an increase the crit gun damage by 10 and 20% respectively, and those are of course dynamic, so they'll be able to change. So it's not a bad kit. It's not great. And here in June we'll be having an event, and Richelieu will be coming out. Richelieu will make these ships. St. Louis is actually Iris Libre as well too. She's French, so you can include her in a French Navy fleet. This is a priority ship. This is the second priority ship I created after Monarch, was St. Louis. Okay, so putting St. Louis in your fleet would greatly increase the power. So if you want to run a French fleet, it's not really feasible at this point. It's doable, but it's to have an entire French fleet right now, it would be a little bit on the weak side. Once they come out with Richelieu, who will be the flagship here in June, she's supposed to be coming to global. That's going to make the fleet viable. Okay, so having Richelieu and St. Louis in there will be what priority ship in there. She does a lot of damage, will greatly increase. And then you've got a Tartu, which you came out in the previous event, with the Mastery, the Karif event, and then Forbin. She's in there, and then Latron. I got her out of the shop, so she's 8,000 if you want to get her. So you definitely might want to do that. So those are the ships that I've gotten so far. I'll go over a little bit over them once the event is over, but I did want to bring that up, this addition that they added, because it's very important that you don't go it. So there's an event. It's 7 days to get the Cavalla's. She's a sub, U.S. sub, like as I mentioned previously. 7 days to get that outfit. So make sure you do the 2 little requirements that are going to be today's was just log in today and sortie and defeat 3 bosses. So big deal. It runs until the 17th, so it's not like you gotta like rush to get anything, because he's only come out once a day. But you really want to focus on this coloring book, because this right here is where you will get Little Illustrious. So a limited time character. So if you're if you're a collector, you always want to go for that. So those 2 new events were added. So it's party, colorful ceremony, and continue to focus on this. Now what happened on this was when you complete it on the 7th check-in, as I have done, you'll get an envelope. The envelope will just you click on it, complete. The envelope will disappear. It'll go into your items inside. Okay, you'll double click on it, and it'll list you. It'll give you a bunch of ships to choose from. In alphabetical order. I mean, War Sprite was in there, Enterprise was in there, Hood was in there, Belfast was in there. So they just had a bunch of ships. Okay, I had all the ships except for Zukaku. I did not have Zukaku, so that's who I chose. She was in Z, of course, because she was Z. So there's like 10 ships in there. So just find the one that you don't have, or find one that you want to use for a limit break, and you can choose that. I myself chose Zukaku because I've always had Shukaku, but I didn't have. When you want to team them up, it's sort of like you can get Nagato and then Zukaku. You combine those up, and you've got sort of like a mini, Kage type thing. So I got Shukaku right there, and I've had her. She's already at level 100. And then you can pair her up with Zukaku. Where's Zukaku at? She should be down here somewhere. I don't have her that far limit up as of yet. I'm still working on getting her leveled up, because I just got her right there, Zukaku. So now that I have her, okay, and you pair her up with Shukaku, and you get damage and aviation. So they pair together like a Kage and Kage go together. Zukaku and Shukaku go together. Okay, so there are many IGN carriers. The carrier group, carrier grass group 5. Okay, so that is what I chose. So that's what you get from that event. As I remember when I did the previous video, I wasn't exactly sure how they weren't telling us what ship. So the reason they didn't is because there was several ships. There's like 10 of them in there. So just choose one that you need. If you don't have it, you can get it. Illustrious was in there as well too, in the I category. So they had quite a few ships in there to choose from. So it was pretty nice. And remember to focus on the Radiant Iris. I've already got Emil twice. I just got her twice this morning. So I've already limit broke her once. So I got her this morning, and you'll be able to get another one of her I'll be able to get another one at 40,000, which I'll probably get there because I'm going to be running this event. Sparkling Summer. This will end. I'm already on phase 8. It'll be finished in a couple of days, and I'll get the. This is for Lamar, her outfit. She is in the shop, in the exchange shop. Lamar's right here. So that's her outfit. So you definitely want to get her too if you want to use this nice little cute outfit for her. Okay, so that's everything that's on tap. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick video, let you know that they posted those 2 last night in the update. So there is two new things: the Cavalla outfit and the coloring book to get the outfit, or to get a limited ship, Little Illustrious. So you definitely want to take part in that if you're a collector. Okay. So, and you'll also notice that you will have 2,500 gold coins, and of course 3,000 fuel, which is pretty good because I've already used up all of my storage. It's and I'm still below my 9600 max. So that I'm probably going to get this down to about 5,000. I'm going to run, think, a bunch over the next couple of days because I want to make sure I can get all the blueprints and pick up Lamar's, as well as get that gun. I want to get as many of the as well as many of these blueprints for this gun as these guns as I can, because these are very, 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 very good guns. So you definitely want to try to get those. And I'd also like to have a little bit left over so I can get some parts. I'm starting to max out all of my equipment on my ships. I'm starting to tin everything out. You know, level 10 takes a lot of mats to do that. So I'm starting to run low. But you know, I've got everything, you know, pretty much on my main fleet. I've got everything pretty much up where I need it to be. So yeah, you know, see, I've got some of my, you know, rainbow guns. I've got them at 10. Everything's at 9 and 8s, 10s, 10, 10, 10, 10. So I'm tinning out everything, and it's using a lot of my mats. You know, and I got 9s and stuff. So I still got some stuff to do. 10. So I'm getting there. You know, 10 is the max. 10 is max enhancement. And then except 10 is max enhancement on your weapons, and 10 is also your max enhancement on your actual skills. So make sure that you make sure that you focus on that as well too. I know it's a little, you know, but make sure you go to 10, max those skills out, because that helps. You know, that you just, you know, you want to try to squeeze everything that you can out of that. So I'm going back through and getting everything at 10 on all of my fleet. See, level 10. I'm working on this right now. See, but I'm taking everything to 10. It takes a lot. You know, it takes a lot. I've got the mats to do it. It's just it takes like, you know, I'll log in like 3 times a day. You know, I'll use my, you know, they usually call it 8 hours for a gold book. So, you know, I'll log on in the morning, and the night before I will, of course, set up 3 new gold books, and that'll run overnight. In the morning I'll clear that out and start it up, and then, you know, all through the day, I'll log on, you know, try to do it every, you know, 8 to 10 hours, and just update the book. It only takes like, you know, a few minutes to do it. You just got to log on, you know, complete it, and re-put 3 new books in there to start it again. And that's just what I'm doing. But you know, it takes a few days, you know, 4 or 5 days to do that, to get a ship completely ready. But I'd always been getting it up to 9 and then canceling out because I wanted, you know, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. But now that I've got the fleet and it's ready to do it on, I'm making sure I get everything maxed out. It'll just make things a lot easier when you get into higher levels. Story levels 10, 11, and 12, 13. You start taking a lot of damage, and you need to make sure that your skills are buffed. And you need to make sure that your equipment is maxed as well too, because it just makes it easier for them to survive. And don't forget to, you know, max enhance everything as well too. So you want to make sure that, you know, your skills at 10, your equipment's at 10, and that your enhancement is maxed out as well. Okay, so you want to make sure, you know, do that. So she's unfortunately, Saratoga's not quite at max yet for me because of the fact that I don't have the mic to finish her retrofit. I've got the retrofit complete right up to that, but I want to get the mic to finish the retrofit. Okay, so that's where I'm at on her, but she's still got awesome anti-air stats. So that's why I've got her in the fleet. Bremerton gives me a lot of damage and gives me more anti-air, so that's going to be extremely useful when we start facing characters in 12. Nashira is just a tank. She never dies. As you can see, I've got her set up. Almost got all of her equipment maxed out. And I've got to work on her levels yet, and I've got her fully maxed enhancement wise. So as you can see, it's a work in progress, but it's getting close to being fully complete. I took this fleet and I ran this fleet along with my PvP fleet, HMS fleet through 10, and like I said, I didn't have any trouble at all. Didn't lose anybody. So I just got to, you know, I'm running this event right now, so I don't have time. But when the event's over, I'll start focusing on it. I expect to be, you know, by the end of the summer, I expect to have completed the story mode on normal, and then I'll start focusing on hard. I've completed a lot of hard already too. You know, I make sure I do 3 hard every day, just to get, you know, just to get the mats and the blueprints for, you know, for the retrofits. So I'm, you know, it keeps me busy. But yeah, so I just wanted to plug that out there real quick and let you know about the two new events, and they are under the event tab. And don't forget about them to get Cavalla's outfit, and most importantly, get Little Illustrious. And I will have a video for you when I get her. I've run a lot of oil, so run the Iris and Larkin event. That oil counts. It's any oil, doesn't matter what you use it on. So you can use it to run. I'm just running the Iris of Light and Dark event, and that's where I'm getting it from. Okay, so just a quick video to let you know what was up and what's out there from the world of Azure Lane. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it. Remember to click on the subscribe button and tap on the bell, ding ding, to be notified whenever I drop a new video. It's Ken Rear in the corner, signing out.